to That Dad Guy. It's May 17th, 2024. It is a beautiful 22 degrees out today. We've had beautiful weather all week, and it looks like it's going to continue through the weekend, which is fantastic because here in Canada, it is Victoria Day long weekend, the May long weekend, the May 2-4 weekend. There's a whole bunch of titles that's been given to this weekend. It's usually the weekend where all the attractions start to open up. It's the unofficial start to summer. Yes, summer isn't for another month, technically. And yes, kids are still in school for another 3 or 4 weeks, and then they're done as well. But this long weekend is the weekend that everything seems to start to kick off, and that's good. There's lots of things going on. Now, if you made it this far into the video, you've given it a whole 50 seconds. Thank you so much for that. But if you like what's going on so far and you want to check out some more, one, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on anything, and you can go back in the catalog and check out any of the other videos that I've put out previously to this. Now, if you have been here for a while, you'll know that on every Friday, I show you the mail that I've received through the week. Now, I'm not showing you the bills and the flyers and all that stuff. I am showing you my official post-crossing from the post-crossing hobby. I'm showing you my direct swaps, surprises that come in from you, the subscribers, all sorts of fun like that. And this is the stack of mail that I have to show you today. We always start off with the official post-crossing. If you don't know what post-crossing is, it's a hobby of exchanging postcards with random people around the world. Those addresses you get are randomly generated by postcrossing.com, where you can sign up for free, and you start off by sending 5 cards off. When they are received, they get registered, and then people send you cards back. Not from those same people you sent them to, but other random people. It's a great way of spreading joy and learning a little bit about the world that we live in. So let's get started right away. The very first card I have is a post-crossing train meetup card. This comes from Brazil. It has some lovely stamps on the back, and it has the people that were in attendance, and this is the person it came from Fernanda. So she sent this off with all the people that were there. So there's a couple people that didn't have stampers that actually signed their name. So what a great card. I like the theming of it too, and the image, very cool. So thank you. The second card I have is an F1 card, Formula One Racing, Monza, Italy. This comes from Italy, and it says, "Greetings from Italy. I hope that this card can be to your liking." This comes from Giancarlo. So yeah, I like it very much. I actually sent a picture of it to my daughter so she could enjoy it as well. She is big into Formula One racing. There are the stamps. So thank you so much for that. You can see the cancellation on the front too. Next card comes from Finland. This one's really cute. See what you notice about this card before I tell you what this card is called. And then we'll go from there. So there's your image. You get all the details of it. Looks like a beautiful garden. It says, "Greetings from Finland." This comes from Uti. She's 50. She chose this postcard for me because, one, it shows a garden. And I don't know if it's beautiful thought, but two, there is a hedgehog in the picture. Did you notice that? Did you notice the hedgehog down here? Well, this painting is called The Hedgehog. Right up there. You can see, let's try to get it to focus. Will it focus? I don't know if it will or not. But it says hedgehog. And there are the beautiful stamps that she's also added. So thank you, Udi, for that. I appreciate it. And you know, at first when I saw the garden, I didn't even notice the hedgehog. So it's an interesting point that the card was, or the painting is called The Hedgehog when there's so much other things going on around it. The next card comes from Germany. There we go. We have mailboxes from around the world. As some of you know, I certainly like mailboxes and postal history. So this comes from the middle of Germany. It's Eike, E-I-K-E. He's 54. He's a widower. He lives with his son, who's 19, in a 1,200-year-old city, which is about 150 kilometers west of Berlin. Hope you like this card. Wish you and your loved ones all the best. I do like the card, and I like the stamps too. The old bicycle on there too. Or is it it's a bicycle, but it also looks kind of like a carriage at the same time. It's a combination of the two. So thank you for that. The next one also comes from Germany. We have some koalas, and it says she loves running marathons and similar distances. When she doesn't run, she likes to relax in the garden, reading a book, or just do nothing. With his wife, we love to go to all the zoos that are around, and sometimes I said she earlier on. It's he. It's Fulio. I can't read it. There's the name. So I do apologize. There's a cute drawing up there too, and the stamp. So thank you to him for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. The last official card that I have also comes from Germany. So 3 Germany, and it is another mailboxes of the world. So what are the coincidences, or what are the chances that we would get 2 cards this week? And there's a Canada Post one too. So Canada made this card. It says, send you many greetings from the southwest part of Germany. In the next days, we will have more warmer days. So we're having similar time now. It has finally gotten warmer. I like the stamp a lot. This comes from Aileen. So thank you so much. All right, that's my official cards for this week. I'm pretty happy to get 6. That was another good week. Now to go on to friend mail direct swaps. The first one is a maxi card. This comes from our friend Jilly B of Jilly B Living Her Life Her Way. Make sure you check out her channels. I apologize, Jilly. I'm a couple videos behind on yours now. You put out one about stamps and postcards that were found in the garbage, that someone who was a dumpster diver found them for you. I can't wait to see it. It was 45 minutes long, so I haven't queued it up yet. I haven't had the time to do it. I'm hoping today I will get to it though, while I'm editing this one. But all right, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, so the older stamps, I've talked about some of these older stamps in the past too, but they have recently put out a stamp about stamps that they've had in the past. So I've seen that before. So there's the maxi card. There is also another stamp on stamps in the set. So thank you so much for that. Unicorns for the Unicorn Gang. Yeah, she says she's enjoying listening to some 80s music. Yeah, every once in a while. You know, I'm sitting around, if I have dishes to do or some cleaning that has to be done around, I usually throw on some music, and sometimes it's 80s music, sometimes it's just an eclectic music of all the stuff that happens to be in our Apple library or whatever, and so you never know what's gonna pop up next from our family selections. All right, next card I have comes from Keeks in Washington, D.C. This was a May the 4th card, a Postcrossing meetup event too. You can see all the ships along. I really like this one, you know, the Seattle Space Needle. And this was sent to me just after May the 4th, but here are all the people that were in attendance for May the 4th. You can see May the 6th is when it was dated. There's some appropriate stamps that are on there as well too, and stickers. So thank you so much, Keeks, for the wonderful surprise. The next card we have comes from Kathy in Ontario. It is a vintage card. This is of a St. John, New Brunswick, which used to be the largest city in New Brunswick. Moncton is now the largest city in New Brunswick. But this also has the rare distinction of being the first city in Canada. So that's kind of cool. This view across the St. John Harbor was one seen by the British soldiers manning historic Martello Tower during the War of 1812. The skyscrapers are the new city hall left. You can, not really skyscrapers, but the taller buildings in this picture. We don't have a lot of skyscrapers here in Atlantic Canada. The latest development here in Moncton, we've got a 30-story building that's been approved. It's going in. It will be the largest building in New Brunswick. So there are some taller buildings in Halifax. So, but that's as close as we're getting to skyscrapers at time. So anyways, back to the card. This is a vintage card of St. John, New Brunswick. Has it changed? Yeah, a little bit. But there are still some things in there that rest the same. We have the total solar eclipse stamp on there as well. So thank you so much, Kathy, for that. And hoping you're enjoying your time at Canada's Wonderland. The next card is this National Postcard Week card. This comes from Lila in Maryland. The Don Haxton Telescope, Breezy Point Observatory, Camp Virgil Tate in West Virginia. Reason I'm reading it off the front and not the back. The back has been canceled through, so it's harder to read. But there are the stamps. You can see part of the marking through there. So I wanted to get into what that telescope was all about, but it shows exactly where it is in West Virginia. So thank you. I like the hot air balloon. It looks like it's probably a weather balloon, not necessarily a hot air balloon for passengers, but for observations. All right, the next card is this cute card. It comes from Charmaine in Maine. We have a lighthouse and the beautiful sun all done up. You can see that this probably could be an animated story of some type. Really cool. She was hoping that this would get there faster than some of her other ones, so she's put on some hedgehogs. We've got some race cars on there, cat stickers. Yeah, really nicely decorated up, and there are the stamps. I think these ones might be new. I don't recognize those two ones. So are those some of the new stamps that have come out? My next card comes from Austria. It's another meetup card. And this card here, and this one comes from my friend Carl. He was at a meetup, and you can see all the other people that were at the meetup, quite a few there, and the beautiful Austrian stamps and the massive cancellation. Always does a good job finding nice cancellations that kind of go with, well, they definitely go with the stamps. You can see how they've matched them up. It's not the only one that does that, or at the only card. So this is Christian. Christian and Carl always seem to send me cards from it, which I really appreciate. I can focus them together. You can see the people that were in meetups here at Christian's, and you can see he's used a different stamp with a different cancellation that matches the stamp. So, big thank you to Carl and Christian for those cards. The next card I have comes from my friend Jessica, and let's get this here. Jessica's in South Carolina in the United States. We have a garden, and she says they just came back from their first camping trip of the year, about 45 minutes north, and got to find this arboretum, and they got a pass to it. They enjoy all the hiking trails and things that were around there, all the flowers that were there. There were the stamps, and so it's nice to have something relatively local for them to go and explore. It's always nice when we can find something new in our community that we really haven't found before, and then tell other people about it. All right, my next envelope, let's say, is this one. It comes from Stephen in Australia. You guys know Stephen if you've been on the live streams on Saturday. He usually stays up and is a part of it for us. Very knowledgeable in stamps. He said they put out these solar eclipse stamps last year. For no apparent reason, but they did. Beautiful stamps. I like the progression of the stamps. I like this stamp as well. He very much likes mushrooms, so he has mushroom decorations over it. And then he did this. He created this card. Very nice. I really like his handiwork. And he said, hope he doesn't mind, but he's made a couple other. I mean, it's your prerogative. You made the card, so if you made others to send to other people, that's great. I appreciate that you made this one and took the time and effort for me. Inside, he has included some stamps, souvenir sheets. So we're going to talk about those next week. I'm going to put those aside for now. So thank you so much, Stephen, for that and for the creativity. I really appreciate it. This next big envelope comes from Media in Finland. There are the stamps. She always goes out and finds the latest release, and it seems like they're always releasing stamps there, so I appreciate that. She sent this Lord of the Rings postcard of production that goes on all the time. Said they have these performances later in the year, and so this was in Tampere. And on the back, she also included another stamp. That's very nice, and got some washi tape on there. She's decorated it up. This one kind of made me laugh. It kind of reminds me of Canada, though, the same thing. It's Finland's Winter Triathlon. If you know what a triathlon is, it is a series of 3 sports that you do all together. It could be bicycling, running, and swimming. That's usually what a triathlon is. But in Finland's triathlon, here we go. We've got ice swimming, ice fishing, and skiing on ice. There seems to be a theme going on there. We certainly have these things as well. Do we do a lot of ice swimming? Usually on January 1st, they have the polar bear dip. That's the ice swimming that we have here. Don't tend to do it any other time, so Finland might have us beat in that one. But there certainly is ice fishing nearby, and skiing or driving on the frozen lakes. We have that in the wintertime when the ice is thick enough. So thank you, Miria, for those cards and a little bit of humor in there. Now the last two things I have, I'll show you. The first one comes from Ida Marie in DC. She sent this envelope. I want to show you the stamps that are on the front. Inside, we're not going to show you right now. She sent me some things that will be great for a future video I'm doing, and some other topics too. I am going to show you first day cover she sent me, a Canadian first day cover. This one here, Christmas 1970. But as for the other stamps, I won't reveal them just yet because she sent them based on me doing a video for the future. She knew that. Same thing, Elena in Ontario sent me this envelope. Those nice stamps that didn't get canceled on the front. She also sent some things in that will be very appropriate for a future video. I'm just seeing if there was something in there. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't show what's in there yet. But actually, those two envelopes go together. They fit nicely for what I want to do in the future. So thank you to both of them for sending those things to me. All right, well, that's all I've got for right now. That was plenty. It's been another good week. Next week, though, because Monday's a holiday, it will be a shortened week mail-wise. We'll have mail Tuesday through Friday. So I'm not sure if it will be I'm positive Tuesday will be a busy work day for me, but we'll see what the mail looks like by next Friday. This weekend, tomorrow, I am hoping still to do my live stream. With my brother being here, we'll do things around it, but I'm hoping at 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, I'll still go live. Maybe my brother will be in the video as well. Who knows? So you may want to tune in for that if you want to be a part of it. And then through the weekend, we will see what else happens. I will have postcards to write, but we'll squeeze them in around family time. And so my videos may not be out the same time or the same usual schedule that I have over the weekend. We'll make family first. That's usually what we should do, right? All right, you guys enjoy a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?